going on, everyone? Welcome back. In this video, we're going to be going over Sunday, July 25th MLB games. We got 15 of them, and yeah, it was Sunday, so last night we did updated power rankings, first time in a couple weeks that came out. We're going to back to those every Sunday, so if you haven't seen that yet, go check that out. Otherwise, I'm just going to jump into it. Biggest news of the day, Adam Frazier on the move to the Padres. Big addition for the Padres. Got to be pretty excited with where those are going, but let's jump into some games. Orioles 5, Nationals 4. Orioles sweep the Nationals, and they're on a little bit of a heater since the All-Star break themselves. They're starting to compete on a daily basis. Their pitching is somehow settled in, at least for the time being. We're not sure how long that's going to last, but for now, Orioles fans can rejoice and be a little bit excited with as they pile up the wins. McKenna led the way with 2 hits and an RBI in this one. Mancini hit his 18th home run, Franco his 10th, McKenna his first, all coming off Espino. On the other side, we have a bunch of guys at the top hitting multi-hits for them, but Zimmerman's back for the Nationals, and he hit his 11th home run of the season, a 3-run bomb. He led the way with 1 hit, 4 RBIs. Not sure how that went down. Must have been a walk that led to a run. Or something like that, or a sacrifice fly or something. Espino went 5, 3 earned runs, 6 Ks, and Means 6.24 earned runs, 2 Ks. He's going to take some time. He's taking some time settling back in, but Means is back in the lineup, so that at the very least, Orioles fans can rejoice again about that. Phillies 2, Braves 1. This was a big, big game. Winner is now 500, and that's the Phillies 49 and 49, 98 games into the season. And they're at least trying to keep pace with the Mets, these Phillies, and they are managing to get a little bit of a lead over Atlanta. Segura and Torres hitting home runs in this one, all the runs that the Phillies needed, because Riley was the only guy on the Braves who seemed to be doing anything with a 3-hit, 1 RBI night, but that RBI coming in the 9th. Toussaint goes 7, 1 earned run, 10 Ks. Another good outing, back-to-back good outings for him since he's been back. They're going to be pretty excited with him. Maybe a little bit too late for Atlanta to get some pitching going, but he's back. Nola on the other side, 8.2, 1 earned run, 9 Ks. Couldn't quite get out of there. Riley's home run ends up knocking Nola out of the game with 2 outs, 1 out away from the complete game, but yeah. Cardinals 10, Reds 6, and Cardinals put up a 7-run 4th inning, which was pretty much the difference after the Reds were up 3-2 and winning. And that 7-run inning was big. Arenado 3 hits, 1 RBI. O'Neill 2 hits, 2 RBI. Pretty much the core of the lineup there. Bader with a 3-hit, 3 RBI night himself. O'Neill 17th home run. Bader is 8th. Carlson is 10th, and Arenado his 20th. So a bunch of home runs coming from the Cardinals side. Votto Gutz is 14th for the Reds, but they're going to fall short. Sonny Gray goes 3.1, 8 earned runs, giving up 3 home runs over the course of that. Oviedo 4.1, 3 earned runs, 6 Ks in the win. But he's not going to get the decision because he only lasted 4.1. But this is a big win for the Cardinals, going to 500. Both the team pretty much, to me, defeating their chances at catching up to the Brewers, but someone's got to do it, and they're going to keep competing. There's still lots of games left, 60 games or so for each team, so we'll see how that goes. Indians 3, Rays 2, so the Indians avoid the disastrous sweep at the hands of the Rays, who honestly continue to be pretty hot, and they fall out of the division lead now with Boston, but that's okay. They exchanged runs in the first inning, and the Rays actually took a lead in the 6th, and it was their bullpen that closed it. Nelson Cruz continues to be a big addition already for the Rays, hitting his 21st home run of the season, and on the other side, Hernandez hitting his 17th. And then we had the Indians putting up 2 runs in the 8th, which is ending up in the difference. The top of the lineup really stepping up with Rosario and Hernandez getting a couple hits each. McKenzie goes 6, 2 earned runs, and 6 in the no decision. Yarborough 7, 1 earned run, 6 Ks in the no decision as well. And Weisler is going to be charged with the blown save because he had a lead at the time. Mets 5, Blue Jays 4. This one was pretty much a 1-inning game in that 6th inning when the Blue Jays took a 3-1 lead, and the Mets immediately answered back with 4 runs of their own. We have Alonso again being the J killer with his 22nd home run of the season of 1 hit, 2 RBIs. Rich Hill making his debut with the Mets, scoring 5 3-earned runs and 1 strikeout along the way. Stripling goes 5 1 run 6 Ks. And honestly, if this was a National League, the Jays wouldn't have had to go to Borecki in the 6th inning because they pinch hit for Stripling in the top of the 6th, and that ends up maybe being the difference that they had to go to the bullpen, and the Jays bullpen has blown another game. I'm not surprised. Marlins 9, Padres 3. Marlins really popping up on the offense, and Starling Marte leading the way, 3 hits, an RBI himself. And Marrero hits his first career home run off of Yu Darvish, Brett Anderson his 4th, and Brinson his 3rd. So we're starting to see a lot of names starting to creep up in this Marlins offense. Probably a lot of the prospects are going to start showing up. I'm not sure that they're going to be done with trades just yet. Manny Machado goes 17th, and O'Grady his 2nd, but it doesn't matter because the Marlins, once it was 2-2 in the 5th, they pulled away with 2 in the 5th and 5 in the 6th to take that big commanding lead. Darvish goes 5-4 and runs 6 Ks. He's been struggling a little bit as of late, but I'm sure he'll settle in, and Curtis and the bullpen gets it done for the Marlins in a nice win. They're playing a little bit of spoiler in that National League West. Red Sox 5, Yankees 4 in this game. These guys played quite a series over the weekend, I must say, and the Yankees were up 4-0, holding a no-hitter going into the bottom of the 8th, and the Red Sox just exploded for a 5-run inning that ends up being the difference, 5-4 game, and the Yankees have to think that they let one get away here. Odor hitting his 12th home run of the season had given them a 3-0 lead at the time, and the Red Sox didn't get any home runs. They just kind of generated that giant inning when Loaizaga, gonna pronounce it wrong, just comes in there. They try to push him on out for that 8th inning, but he gave up 1 earned run, and then they went to Loaizaga, who is going to be charged with the loss here. 0 outs he got, and he gave up 4 runs along the way. Perez goes 6, 3 earned runs, 6 Ks, and no decision, but team bails him out late in the game. Big win for Boston. Royals 6, Tigers 1. The Royals complete the giant sweep of the Tigers. And not really too much to say here. 4 runs piled in the 4th. Jorge Soler hitting his 2 home runs in this game. He's up to 11, 1 in the 1st, as well as Perez hitting 1 in the 1st, that first run. They really just got a Scooble in that 1st inning. On the other side, Tigers, no home runs, and the Tigers' win streak of 7 has now been exchanged for a lose streak of 3. Scooble goes 5 earned runs. Lynch on the other side goes 8, 0 earned runs for a nice outing for a Kansas City Royals pitcher. They got to be pretty pumped that some of these guys are starting to turn their season around a little bit late, but better late than never, I suppose. Astros 3, Rangers 1, and now the Rangers have now lost all 10 straight games since the All-Star break. And at the hand of the Astros are really easy to cushion their American League West division lead. Altuve, nice little outing for him. 1 hit, home run coming to Toro. I don't know why I said nice outing, 1 hit. Like, that's just an average outing, right? White on the other side for Texas gets his 6th home run of the season. Greinke goes 6, 1 earned run, 4 Ks in the win. He's now 10-3 in the season, 3.48. Greinke continues to just be a monster year in and year out, getting it done for the Astros. Hearn goes 3, 0 earned runs, 3 Ks in the loss, and moving along. Just ripping through these, so many games. We got 15. Angels 6, Twins 2. Angels needed this one. They really did. They got back to 500. Some guys in the A's in the wild card did lose, so they managed to make up some ground. Ohtani, finally, we see another home run coming off his bat, his 35th of the season, and Stassi hits his 8th as well for him. Between those two, those are pretty much who cleaned up for them. Stassi leading the way with 3 hit, 3 RBI night. Kepler for the Twins hits his 13th, Rooker his 2nd, but Ober for the Twins, 5.1, 2 earned run, 4 Ks. He left in pretty good standing. And now we go over to the Angels. Beria, 7 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 4 Ks. We must have seen 3 straight good outings from Angels pitchers. We haven't seen that basically all season long. So they got to be getting excited about that. Some pitching finally for the Angels. Cubs 5, Diamondbacks 1. Not too much to say here. They're a little bit late, better late than never. Cubs are 2 games below 500. We're all starting to expect them to start selling some of their players. But they get to Diamondbacks. They might as well win a series while they're at it. against the Diamondbacks. Bryant had a 1 hit, 2 RBI, 17th home run of the season. Rizzo his 12th, and Bote his 6th. David Bote. For Diamondbacks, no home runs. We have Caleb Smith going 5 runs and 8 Ks. A little bit rough outing for him. He's been whatever this season. 3-7 now, 4.61 ERA. Trevor Williams, 6.1, 0 runs, 6 Ks. One of his better outings in a long time. And Kimbrel comes in for his 23rd save of the season. Cubs need to, they're pretty much done at this point, but they're just going to play spoiler, and we're going to see how they play the trade deadline. Giants 6, Pirates 1. Adam Frazier clearly leaves the lineup mid-game here, and must have been dealt mid-game or whatever. But he's no longer a part of the Pirates. He ends with a 3.24 batting average and a nice little season for him in Pirate Land. But he's going to find his way to the Padres, who are going to really use him and use him for the next 2 years at least. No home runs coming in, but Wade leads the way for the Giants. 2 home runs up to 12. Flores his 12th, and Estrada his 3rd. So home run ball continues to be pretty much the Giants' bread and butter for their offense, getting some good home runs. And Alex Wood goes 5.1, 1 run, 8 Ks in the win. A nice outing for him. So the Giants get back to what they're good at, home runs and pitching, and they find a big win that they needed. They're still 2 games up on the Dodgers thanks to the series they played against them. So there's that. They're going to continue to try to keep that lead going. Brubaker 4, and he's pitched 2 earned runs, 6 Ks in the loss, and he's now had a little rough outing again. Dodgers 3, Rockies 2. So the Dodgers are able to maintain some pace on the Giants, and they do it with Chase Taylor at the top of the lineup, 3 hits, 2 RBI, 9. They're still missing Mookie, who's undergoing some issues. I think it's his hip that he's dealing with. But don't worry, they have someone stepping up. Everyone steps up on the Dodgers when they need to. Home runs, we got Diaz for the Rockies, his 9th. Taylor hits 2 in this game. On the leadoff spot, his 16th. And Will Smith hits 14th. So we got 3 solo shots and 1 for the Dodgers that are all their runs. A bunch of home runs. Gray goes 4. Who's this? Okay, for a second I thought they might have John Gray. I was like, wait a second. Gray, 4, 206 Ks in the no decision. And John Gray, clearly, I just got to look to the left. He was pitching for the Rockies. 5 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, and 4 Ks. Again, no decision. This one went to the late innings, where the Dodgers put that winning run up in the 8th inning and walk it off. Seattle 4, Athletics 3, and Seattle really had the Athletics number this weekend, and it was exactly what they needed if they're going to stay in this wildcard round. They win a series 3-1 over the A's, and all the games they won by 1 run. So they got to be pretty excited with how things turned out there. They were down 2-0 going in the bottom of the 3rd, and they put up a 4 spot. That's all they did. The whole game was that 4, and they relied on the rest of their bullpen and that to close the door. Gonzalez goes 5.22 earned runs, 4 Ks in the win. He's bringing his ERA down, and if he can get back to a little bit of the form he was a couple years ago, Seattle's got a good rotation, and they're going to be able to compete with these A's. Tough for that wild card spot for sure. Irvin goes 4 earned runs, 3 Ks. Rough outing, his 9th loss of the season. He's not going to be excited about that. His ERA is 3.62, and he's found 9 losses, so he just isn't getting the run support when he's on the mound. Olsen, his 27th home run, and Brown, his 12th for the A's, and no home runs coming from the Mariners. They just generated all those runs right in the core of their lineup with France, Seager, Torrens, Murphy, all putting up some key clutch hits and some RBIs for them. Last game of the night, it was the Sunday nighter. The White Sox 3, Brewers 1, and the White Sox, they needed this. They avoided the sweep from the Brewers, which would have been somewhat devastating, even though they're pretty much locked up in this division, right? But they still got to play some good baseball. They got to keep it going, definitely going into the playoffs, right? So they put up 3 runs in the 2nd. Just generated, McConna, Vaughn, all those guys getting it done. Garcia. And then on the other side, we have the Brewers only managing 1 run on 8 hits. However, they out-hit the White Sox, but couldn't get it done. Woodruff goes 7 earned runs and 9 Ks. It was just that one inning that ends up being the difference. And Lance Lynn goes 6 earned runs, 6 Ks. In his win, he's picking up a nice win. And Hendricks comes in for his 24th save of the season. This kind of game White Sox, they needed a little bounce back. They've been struggling a little bit since the All-Star break. Nothing too great, but they're got to be excited about that. And there you go. 15 games in the books. Every morning we're here running them down, talking about the storylines, what's going on around the league. Let me know what you guys think. Did I miss anything? What key games did you watch? What key highlights should we be talking about that I might not have talked about? Because there's lots going on. Obviously, one person, etc., etc. Go down there, like, subscribe, join the community. We will see you guys for the next video.